everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Thursday and it is March 10th. There are no open meetings to tell you about today, so we'll just jump to who's on our show. We have Rebecca Gilad and Alan Feldman here on behalf of the Democratic Club. They've got lots of information for us. And then we have Ava Sears, who is here on behalf of the American Italia Club. And they have an event coming up next week, and they would like to share that with you. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. We are looking very nice today, a little bit of high clouds today. However, the rest of the week is looking very nice. Today we are looking at 65-50. Tomorrow, 73-47. Saturday, 74-46, a little warm. And don't forget that evening you're going to turn your clocks forward and daylight savings is upon us. Sunday, 67-47, and then Monday, 73-48. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:08, and our sunset will be at 5:55. And thank you, Joel, for sending in this beautiful photo of course, sunflowers, which are really, to me, the happiest flowers. So I'm really happy that you sent that in. Thank you. If you have a photo that you would like to share with us, please email it to Laguna Woods Village TV@gmail.com. All right, stick around. When we come back, we will have the Democratic Club. Stay with us.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure for those coping with Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
I was battling 4 different kinds of cancer, all in stage 4. Although I was determined to fight, I had also put my affairs in order. But my team at Hoag refused to give up and enrolled me in a phase 1 clinical trial. This changed everything.
Hoag Family Cancer Institute has the largest phase 1 clinical trial program in Orange County and ranks in the top 10% of cancer programs nationwide. Deb became one of only 12 people in the world with advanced lung cancer to receive this leading-edge cancer therapy, and it saved her life.
Hoag is leading the way in some of the most advanced personalized medicine in cancer with molecular imaging and therapy, immunotherapy, and a multitude of other patient-driven clinical research trials.
My cancer care was a life or death decision, and I chose Hoag.
Now more than ever, your healthcare choices matter. Choose Hoag.
Captain America.
Watch HGTV.
Netflix.
welcome back. As I mentioned, we have Rebecca and Alan here on behalf of the Democratic Club. Well, welcome both of you. How are you today?
Very good,
Very
thank
good.
you.
Thank you so much for having us.
You're
today.
welcome. You're welcome. Well, I know you guys have a lot of things that you want to talk about, so we'll just jump right to it. And Alan, you were going to talk about some of your upcoming programs that you have.
Yes, with all the things that are happening in the world right now, people really aren't aware. It's not on the radar yet, but there's an election in California in just a couple of months. The primary is, California state primary is June the 7th. As a political club, one of our goals is to get as many people to vote as possible.
Right.
And one of the ways we do that, or try to do that, is by bringing people who are running for local office in our area to Laguna Woods to speak to the people who live in Laguna Woods, give the people an opportunity to see them and hear them, ask them questions. And to that end, our meeting on March 15th, which is our first in-person meeting in months, our speaker is going to be Orange County Supervisor Katrina Foley. She's going to be our featured speaker.
Okay.
Supervisor Foley is currently on the Orange County Board of Supervisors, but because of redistricting, she's running for re-election, or maybe it's election, I don't know how you phrase it, in the new district of which Laguna Woods is part. Also at that meeting, we're going to have Dr. Asif Mahmood, who is a candidate for the United States Congress in our brand new congressional district.
Okay.
Again, through redistricting, Laguna Woods is almost entirely now in a brand new congressional district, the 40th district.
I see.
And Dr. Mahmood is running in that. And we're also having Mike Gaskins, who's the head of the El Toro District Water Board.
Oh.
He's a village resident, and he's running for re-election this year also. And at this part of the cycle, when we get this close to the election cycle, our meetings are all candidates.
Sure.
And we have two meetings in April, and we do the same thing with both of them. We try to corral as many people running for office in our area as possible and bring them all at one time to Laguna Woods. And we don't ask them to speak long, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, ask them one question, two questions, but just to give people an opportunity to see them and to hear them and to put a face with a name when they're looking at the ballot. And we do that twice in April. We do it first at the Towers on April 11th at 1 p.m. We always, every election cycle, we try to bring the candidates to the Towers. Towers is sort of segregated from the rest of the community, so we bring it there. And we also do it at our monthly meeting, which is April 19th, Clubhouse 2, 7 p.m.
Okay.
Again, just the people just to speak, make a brief statement so that people will understand who they are, what they're running for, and just put a name with a face when you're filling out the ballot. And we said we like people to vote. That's our job, is to get people to vote. But before you can vote, you got to be registered.
You got to be registered to vote, which, Rebecca, it's really important, no matter what party you are, is you always should vote. And if you have that right, you should take advantage of it. Exactly. And I think it's unfortunate that in our community, we do have an awful lot of people who are both parties, but many of them are not registered.
Yes, and that's the main thing. You want to vote, you love to vote, you have to be registered. If you have, even if you know that you're registered, but you have changed anything, for example, you just got married and you got the name of your partner now, well, you have to re-register. You moved across the street, you have to re-register. And our club is trying to make this registration easier for people. So now we have the very famous Register to Vote mobile.
I love it. I love it. And we have a fun picture of that. It's a little golf cart that you're going to drive around.
Exactly. And we don't care if you're a Republican, a Democrat, just give us a call. We'll bring you the forms. You can be registered. If you don't want to call us, and I don't know if you're showing the telephone number where to call, please call us and we get there. If you have a club and you want people to register, we'll bring the papers to your club. Just give us a call. We'll be there with all the papers that you need to fill.
Well, that's super convenient, right? Because lots of people, I don't feel like going out. Now you don't really have an excuse. Now you can just, call you guys and say, all right, bring your little cart over. We have some people who want to register. So I think that's great. Now, as you mentioned, Alan, the upcoming California state primary is on June 7th. And there's a lot up for grabs going on right now. And, the state of California, as you know, our gas prices are high and there's a lot of things to be concerned about. What are some things that, you guys are concerned about coming up on the primary.
Well, the biggest thing we're concerned about is people don't know that the primary is coming up.
Okay, we just told you.
And also the California primary. People will be shocked to know, but California primary is different than primaries in most other states. California doesn't have your traditional partisan primary anymore. California has what they call a top 2 primary. And at a top 2 primary, the 2 top vote getters in the primary election in June, regardless of their political party, go on to run off against each other in the general election in November.
Okay.
So you could have many offices where you have 2 Democrats running against each other, 2 Republicans running against each other, theoretically 2 independents running against each other. It just kind of like highlights one of the reasons why it's so important to vote in the primary election too.
Yeah.
But in California, voting is so simple. The state of California, unlike other states which make it difficult, state of California makes it very simple to vote. Everybody gets their ballot in the mail. You can cast your ballot maybe half a dozen easy, convenient ways.
Right.
Voting's easy. The ballot is extremely confusing in the primary election. The offices, some county and statewide offices like the Board of Education and the Superintendent of Education, this is not a primary election for them. This is the general election. No matter what happens, they're not going to the general election in November. This is their election. And there's other races, county-wide races like the district attorney and the assessor's office. If one of those candidates running for that office gets more than 50% of the vote, then they're elected. They don't bother with the November runoff. But if both candidates don't get 50%, then the top 2 candidates go off to run against each other in November. So what you have is a primary election, a general election, and a hybrid.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's a primary or general until the votes are counted.
That's an interesting point because I know we're going to be talking to the registrar voters, and hopefully we can go through the ballot a little bit and kind of learn more about that, because I think that's something that isn't discussed very much.
No, it's
Right.
very
Of all the county, it's Laguna Woods, the one that has the highest number of voters.
Good.
So let's keep it like that.
That's right. Let's be number 1. All right, real quick. Tell me about your upcoming show, Diversity in Laguna Woods.
Do I have 5 hours to tell you?
No, you have like 5 seconds.
It's very exciting. Laguna Woods is so diverse, and we know so little about each other's countries. So this program is to bring to all of you details about how come why are the immigrants here, but most importantly, how our country is better because of the immigrants.
Okay.
What have they developed in their countries and brought to us? And I can't wait to be here sharing those stories with representatives of those countries.
Oh, well, that is great. Well, hopefully, depending on the country, we want to see you in the outfit.
And the first country will be India.
Perfect, because they have some of the best clothing, so I look
Exactly.
forward to you wearing that. All right, thank you both very much. We appreciate the information.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And don't forget that our primary is coming up on June 7th. And if you want to register to vote, all you have to do is call the number on your screen, Mary, and she will set it up for you and bring out the mobile registration card. We'll be right back.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From our delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
Hearing aids require a lot of attention. Don't underestimate the problems earwax can cause. Come in and see inside your own ear canals to find out how much blockage you have. Debris like earwax can cause up to 45% reduction in amplification. Your hearing aids may be able to be significantly improved to help you hear conversations clearly with a simple office visit. Every day, patients say, "Oh my gosh, that sounds so much better." Stop in or call us today for a complimentary cleaning and ear inspection. Tell them Stuart sent you.
What's easier than blowing out 65 candles? Choosing an Alignment Medicare health plan that's tailored specifically to you. Need access to 24/7 telehealth and concierge services? You got it. Members also receive an Alignment Health Plan Black Card with a monthly allowance and rewards for engaging with your health. At Alignment Health Plan, we don't think of these things as extras, just things you deserve. Save your wish for something that isn't healthcare related. Call or visit our website today to enroll in an Alignment Health Plan.
Silver
and gold. Consider it sold.
The Jewelry Box Estate buyers will buy your jewelry, fine timepieces, flatware, and more. With metals at an all-time high, now is the time to sell. If you need to sell, refurbish, or appraise jewelry and watches, the experts at the Jewelry Box Estate buyers are here to help. Come and visit us at our new location.
At the Jewelry Box, it's about trust.
Laguna Niguel Hyundai used car sales event is going on now. Save now on over 250 used cars, trucks, and SUVs in stock. All makes, all models, all price from $20,000 or less. Plus, we'll buy your current car, paid for or not, including lease buyouts with top dollar paid on the spot. Shop online anytime at LagunaNiguelHyundai.com at the 5 freeway at Avery Parkway.
Welcome back. We have Ava Sears here on behalf of the American Italia Club. Well, Ava, welcome. How are you today?
I am just fine. Thank you for inviting me back.
I'm glad you're back, but here you're on behalf of a whole different club, which I think is a really interesting combination. Tell me about the American Italia Club.
Well, the American Italia Club is one of the oldest clubs in our village. It's one of the original clubs. And as you know, when our village first began, it was very small to begin with. It was just that one section that is south of El Toro and east of Moulton. And it was in the country, very isolated.
Yeah.
Nothing around it. You wouldn't believe that today, but the first pictures you have in the Historical Society are of Clubhouse 1 with the sheep grazing on the lawn. So it was very isolated.
Yeah.
And people, it was advertised as a resort community, an affordable resort community, and of course California, which back in those days had kind of a aura of glamour, I guess. So, and they advertised in New York, New Jersey, the East, and the Midwest, where it was cold, and a lot of people moved here.
Okay.
And they left a community. They were used to having a community. They were used to working in the same job for 30 years, living in the same house for 30 years, being around their families. They had a community. So they moved here, and they didn't know anyone. So they gravitated toward people like themselves. And these clubs were formed, a lot of ethnic clubs, regional clubs. We had the Scottish Club, the German Club, the American Italia Club. We had the Chicago Club, the Michigan Club, the New York Club, the New Jersey Club.
Which a lot are still alive today.
And some of them are still alive today. So also, there was no place to go out to dinner. There was, you know, so a lot of dinner clubs formed. And that was the beginning of all of these clubs. Now, of course, then they started to change because people started to invite the friends they were meeting at the swimming pool, etc., and saying, well, you know, I go to the American Italian Club. It's a lot of fun. You know, we have a dinner dance. Why don't you join us? And so over the years, it became everybody could join any club. In fact, that is a ruling of the Golden Rain Foundation. And when a flyer goes out, it must say all residents and their guests are welcome.
Right.
It's part of the rules of living in the village. So the clubs started changing, and they became less ethnic and less regional.
Right.
And more homogeneous. And over the years, the community changed. It became much larger, it tripled in size. And these clubs, a lot of them have folded because of lack of interest or other reasons.
Right.
And so now, the American Italia Club is simply the American club.
The American club.
That
Yeah.
anyone can belong to.
Well, that's great though, but you have a history, right? So I would imagine the Italians were coming from the East Coast.
Right.
And they were somewhat formed for their own club,
And they were used to
right?
living, a lot of them, in an Italian community.
Right. Right, and it's Italian food, and like you said, extended families.
Yes.
So it's great that you can still carry on those traditions.
And I know some people are disappointed because we get phone calls, you know, well, we want to be with people who speak Italian.
Oh.
Well, I'm sorry. But I think we only have 1 or 2 people who speak a very little bit of Italian.
Yeah.
So, and the most Italian I am is that I've visited Italy twice, you know. So that's the way it goes.
That's great, though. I'm glad that you have so many things to offer with your club. And then let's particularly talk about what you have coming up next Tuesday, which is your St. Patrick's Day dinner.
We are having.
And she's got her hat. I love it. And it's next Tuesday, though, not Thursday.
Yes, on Tuesday, we are having our St. Patrick's Day dinner. We're having a wonderful Celtic band.
Love it.
It's very, comes to us highly recommended, and you can go on YouTube and see a lot of their performances. They're wonderful. We're having the traditional dinner of corned beef and cabbage or salmon.
Okay.
And this is strictly a no-host bar the entire evening. Some of our meetings, we do a bring your own booze party.
Yeah.
But in this one, it's not.
Okay.
And everybody is Irish in March. Doesn't matter what your background
Yes,
is.
this is true.
Everybody's Irish in March. You know, there are only 2 dinner dance clubs now in the village. One is the Chicago Club, and one is the American Italia Club.
Okay.
So we meet 10 months of the year, September through June. We always have live music.
Excellent.
Or if we have a DJ, he's an entertainer, like Doug Houston, who we had last month. And of course, that was a big hit. We had a country hoedown, and that was a really big hit. People love Doug Houston here in the village because he teaches line dancing. And it was just a lot of fun.
That's great.
And this band, we know, is going to be great. And I have a lot of reservations for this.
Okay.
But I will be taking reservations right through tomorrow.
Oh, good.
So
Better hurry up.
If you still want to come.
Let's put that number up there real quick because it's 923-9098. And I know that at the bottom of that flyer, you do have your address to send in, but would it be better for them to call and then drop it off?
If you call me, yes.
Okay.
It's always better to call me and drop it off because our mail service seems to be getting a little erratic.
Well, yeah, it can be crazy. All right, well, I love it. Thank you so much for the information. Ava, it was nice to see you again.
Well, thank you, and thank you for inviting me back.
You're welcome. And if you would like to attend this fun event that's going to be next Tuesday, make sure you get in touch with them. That way you can go ahead and go next Tuesday. And you can call the number that is on your screen. All right, we'll be right back after this.
Remember when life was simpler? When things didn't move quite so fast? And the world didn't seem so complex? Remember that? We do. And as the world around us has continued to speed up, becoming more complicated and still a bit uncertain, we have managed to keep things simple, providing sound, easy to understand financial advice and customized roadmaps for the road ahead, from tax reduction strategies and guaranteed retirement income you cannot outlive, backed by the claims-paying ability of insurance companies. We can be your single point of contact, a single call, a voice you recognize well, and a partner who can be by your side for the entire journey. We can't stop the world around us, but we can help ensure you're prepared for what's to come. To schedule a no-obligation meeting, simply contact us today.
Now there's a new way to buy a new Lexus. It's called Car Dash, only available at SouthCountyLexus.com. It's amazingly simple. Visit SouthCountyLexus.com, select and reserve your new or pre-owned vehicle that comes with a 5-day love it or leave it guarantee. Apply for credit, calculate your payment, and even appraise your trade-in. You can even have the vehicle delivered, all online, saving you valuable time. Push a button, get a Lexus. At South County Lexus, different is amazing.
Welcome back. All right, so we have Village Games are here, and we would like you to participate. So they're going on April through May, and there are over 20 athletic and sports activities. So you can register at the Community Fitness Center, 949-597-4273. All right, let's take a look at our weather. It is looking quite lovely this whole week. Maybe a few clouds here and there today, but nothing too tremendous. We are looking at very nice temperatures today, 65-50, 73-47. Nice on Saturday, 74-46, 67-47 on Sunday, and then 73-48 on Monday. Have a great day in the Village. We will see you again tomorrow right here on Village Television at 9 a.m. Bye-bye.
Curious about cannabis for your chronic pain? In a historic step in cannabis research, Dr. Dominguez will follow participants taking Cannaceutica, an oral capsule designed for chronic pain. The study is mostly remote and will give you access to top UCI medical professionals. Mayor Sherry Horn had this to say about the trial. Visit UCICannabisStudy.com today to see if you qualify.
Hi folks, this is Dan O'Weiler with Sterling Financial Advisors. We've been around for a long time, been on ThisDay with Lisa, and just wanted you to know that we're still in business, even through the pandemic. We still have the opportunity to now meet with people individually in person, and we'd like to invite you to give us a call if it would make some sense. If you're doing some planning for retirement, please give us a call. We'll be happy to meet with you. Thanks so much.